Hey guys, MetsaHauka here. So I'm kind of on a roll, and I was watching a video about somebody talking about their animal familiars. So I thought I would do a video on them as well. I feel that maybe I did have two. I know for sure my cat is definitely my familiar, because she was a rescue. We got her when she was a couple months old. Basically, she was abandoned in a shopping cart at a store. And so we went over to a pet foster home. It's like foster home except for animals. And she had a ton of cats. Oh my gosh. But we were looking at all these different cats, and I guess she was the shy one. She was the one that, and I guess a lot of people were like, oh, she's adorable, we're going to adopt that one. But when the time came to fill out the paperwork, they decided not to. So I thought that was a sign. And she was shy, but she came right up to me. She let me pick her up. She let me pet her. And there was just an energy, an aura about her. And there was a couple of other cats that were beautiful, and my mom absolutely loved them. And she's like, oh, what about this one? I was like, no. I'm sticking to that cat. Her name was already Bella, so I was like, I'm sticking with her. And so, she had to go through a couple surgeries and such before we were able to actually adopt her. Said it'll be at least 6 weeks until you can adopt her. Whereas one of these, you can adopt them as soon as you fill out the paperwork. I said, I don't care. I'm willing to wait. So I did, and now she's with me, and every single time I'm making a video, most of the time when I'm making a video, all the time when I'm doing any type of craft work, she always comes up to my door, and if it's not open, she starts scratching and meowing at my door. So, yeah, she's definitely my familiar. Before I came into my path, I had a pet hamster. Passed away, gosh, 2nd grade, so 6 years, almost 7 actually, about 7 years ago, and lived longer than most. Named him Tunnels. Little hamster. He was tan. I have a picture of him somewhere. And every day I'd come home and I'd want to take him out and play with him. Of course, being as I was young, I didn't care if he was sleeping. I wanted to play with him, so I'd take him out while he was sleeping and poor him. But he lived 3 years, which is actually a year longer than he was expected to live. But I absolutely loved him. I adored him. And he had passed away while I was at school. Came home, my mom sat me down and she told me. And I cried my eyes out for hours. And I even held a funeral for him. I had a funeral for him and everything. So, I don't know, maybe he was a familiar. Maybe I just didn't know it. But yeah, that's basically my idea of what a familiar is. Another thing, I don't know, it might be nothing, but I'm pretty sure that it's a sign. Whenever there's a ton of crows out, whether I'm outside walking, I'm in the car, anything like that, if I'm in the car, the crows will like perch in front of the car on the wires, the electrical wires and the phone wires. They'll just perch up there and stare at our car. And it's kind of like they're leading the way almost, or they're guarding where we're going, or protecting me. And it's the same thing when I'm outside. They'll be perched up in trees where I'm going, and they'll kind of come near me and everything. They won't come really close to me, but they have come within 10 feet of me before. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure that part out, but yeah, I don't know. I like crows, I like ravens. I just think they're cool. Everybody's like, ew, gross, they're disgusting and dirty and eat dead things. I was like, yeah, but we do too. But yeah, I don't know. I've always liked them. I did a project on them once. Quite interesting, actually. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So comments, questions, concerns, video suggestions, regular suggestions, whichever, feel free to post them in the comment section below, or personal message me. And I have been getting a lot of messages about servitors. And I mean a lot. I mean, I must have gotten 8 messages from different people within the last couple weeks asking about servitors, whether it's creating their first servitor or troubleshooting because their servitors they don't feel they're servitors, they don't think they have a servitor, that it worked, or they're losing energy when doing rituals and creating their servitors and just basic things like that. So if you want to know about that, if you want to know more about that, go ahead. I'd be more than happy to help. If you have any questions whatsoever, I would be more than happy to help you guys. So it doesn't have to be anything that I've even mentioned in these videos. You could talk about, I don't know, working with a certain herb or a certain stone, whatever. I mean, I'm kind of out of ideas, but yeah, that's also why I need your video requests, because I have no ideas of what to make videos for. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and speed.